Okay. So becoming, right, while still building, point number 4 is that unlearning old patterns. And for me, was survival habits. Okay. And I think this has a lot to do with my background in terms of how I grew up and what I saw. It's like I was always acting in survival mode. And I think that is something that is so hard to get out of. The thing, and an example would be like, okay, doing everything myself, thinking I'm the only person that can do it and do it this way and not relying on people, not trusting people. And with me doing everything myself, right? Guess what? I'm overworking, right? I say yes to everything because I want to help everybody. But you can't. You can't. When you do that, guess what? It's like your whole body, yourself, you burn out. You literally burn out. And then it's like you're not able to sustain yourself, right? Because you're trying to do everything, help everybody, be everywhere. You want to be superhero, superwoman, superman. But the reality of it, when you're building, you can't do it yourself. You need a team. So I used to brag at the beginning of my journey to be like, it's so nice being my own boss. It's so nice that I get to do everything. Now I brag about having a team. I brag about having an assistant. Now my goal is how can I continue to build my team so that way all these other things that I'm doing, I can find someone else to do it, right? And that's where, right? When now you're unlearning those habits of realizing you don't need to do everything yourself. You don't need to have burnout. You don't need to say yes to every single thing. That's when now you start asking yourself a question like, okay, I need to start building my team. I need to start having better system. I also need to trust my team. I also need to learn how to delegate. In 2025, one of my biggest goal, was it 2025 or 2024, was to learn how to delegate and to actually do it. So in doing that, what I would do is whenever I'm going to do a task, like something that's very admin related, I would ask myself, okay, Kalisha, is this something that you can teach someone on your team to do? Is this something that you are always doing? Do you even enjoy doing this task? Like, do you enjoy doing this task? What I'll do is I'll just make a note of it. But guess what? If I'm doing a task and I realize that if maybe it's during work hours, I'll be like, you know what? Let me do this task on Zoom and have my team come on so they can watch me do it. Because I'm doing it either way. And I can just walk them through it and use it as a teaching moment, right? The old me would have been like, nope, I can do it myself. I can get it done quickly. But it's like, I'm unlearning all things and I want to grow. So now I'm like, I'm going to use this as a teaching moment because I don't want to be doing this task forever. Right. So that's the thing is like when you're unlearning all those things, now it's like without you, I don't need to do everything myself. Now you're like, how can I delegate this? Right. And that comes from like you having honest reflection with yourself and viewing things about how you're operating, how you're running a business and all those things. And the thing is like I realized like letting go of certain tasks was very hard. Learning to trust my team was also very hard. Like but I also had to remind myself like, hey, you're growing a business and you are doing this for longevity. So if where you want to get to, right, you can't do it alone, Kalisha. You need a team, right? You need a team where if you decide to go on vacation or God forbid you are sick one day, your business is still running. And in order for that to happen, you have to trust your team. You have to learn how to delegate. You have to have systems. There's so many things that plays a role in us building that business, right?